Check this out, guys. So here I am in Dorćol in Belgrade, right? This is my street here up on the left here, and down here is the Belgrade Fortress, right? That's it straight ahead there. So we're going to take a little walk down to the main tourist drag here up on the right. Let's go take a walk. So the main street is up here, straight ahead. It's called Knez Mihailova. Here is Knez Mihailova, the street here. So I was psyched to get this room here, this apartment, which is only a few blocks away here. And why it wasn't rented, I'm not sure. Very strange, I guess because it's small, right? It has, I'll show you guys this once I get done walking here, but it's an apartment without an actual bed. It's like a couch, like New York style, like something you would find in Manhattan, right? So I've lived in a place like this before. So for me, this is no problem, although it is kind of expensive, right? So this, during summer here. So I'm just having a staycation here. So when I came to visit Belgrade the last time, I stayed in a little studio that is just across from Republic Square, right? So I got lucky with this other one as well. I'm showing up here in July. Met this family that rents these rooms there. The other one was cheaper than this one. This one is a little bit more pricey. Most of the rentals and the real estate here in Belgrade is a little bit high for the Balkans, right? So a little bit higher than you would find in Bosnia, Montenegro, North Macedonia, all these Albania, all these places here. This increased a little bit since I came here last time. Right, so what I'm doing here, I'm taking a little bit of a staycation here. So you'll recall, like about 2 months ago, I was in Tenerife, right? So I was camping outside in Tenerife for a couple of weeks. I got a hostel there. Also went back over to London to get my new phone there. So I revisited Tenerife, basically the exact same city, El Medano, that I had gone to about 3 years ago. Hung out there for a couple of weeks. Then I went to Porto de la Cruz. Came back to El Medano. Then I took a flight to Belgium, right? Belgium. Explored Belgium in my previous videos, Netherlands, Purmerend, and Amsterdam. Then I took the bus over to Berlin. Transferred Dortmund. Stayed a few nights in Berlin. Then I took another bus, a train actually, and went south in Germany and stayed for some weeks in Leipzig, Germany, right? Because it's a little bit cheaper there. Kind of like the prices in Eastern Europe. Leipzig was okay. It's kind of calm there. So then, as you recall, I took a bus from Leipzig all the way back to Sarajevo, Bosnia, where I got my suitcase and my bicycle, and then I took another bus, Flixbus and Globtours, and took that all the way here to Belgrade, and where I unpacked my items, and then I rented this apartment here, right, Airbnb, and we are just taking a little bit of a break here for 1 month. I have another week to go here at this awesome place. Now, after this, I'm not sure where I want to move to, right? So if you guys have been following my videos, you'll see I have videos from 4 years ago in Belgrade, right? So same thing here. Was here like during the summertime. Liked it the last time around. Gonna hang out here again, right? So let's go take a little walk up here. So let's just go ahead and take a walk over to Republic Square here, and I'll show you where the other place I was living at. So here's Knez Mihailova. We take a left here and we're at Republic Square, right? So the other place I stayed at is over here on the right? Both very close, probably a half mile, 7/10 of a mile, or like maybe 1 kilometer to the other place here. And I'll tell you guys about my travel plan in just a second here once we check out this other location here. So there's a building here. There's a little store. It's called Boutique Sandra here. That's the place I was living at up here. Let's take a little walk up here. So you guys can see this little neighborhood over here that's just across from Republic Square. This is a nice area, and so is the other side. So last time I was over here for like 2 months, right? So Boutique Sandra, the Sandra lady, her family owns that building, and I just rented that place from her. So this time, for a second month, I'm not sure. So I did decide I'm going to stay here in Belgrade, right? So the plan, I originally had thought about leaving. I thought about taking another little backpacking trip this month, but I decided I'm going to just hang around here in Belgrade, right? Because I like Belgrade. It's a nice place. It's cosmopolitan, you know, it's fairly safe, you know, big enough for me. Got shopping malls, you got the river, all this, you know, cycling, all of this, buses and things like this. So what I was going to do here with my plan is I was going to close out the rest of the countries in Europe. So I'm missing a few countries, right? Haven't been to all of them. Which countries I'm missing here? Like say Switzerland, Andorra, you know, places like the small countries there. Luxembourg. So was going to close those out. Probably I'm going to still do that. But if anyone wants to come up with some ideas for me as to where I should go and why, right, for fall, you can gladly post a little vote here. So the choices are, you have to leave Belgrade sometime. Yeah, I can't stay in Serbia. So I got about 2 months here, gonna relocate. What I may do is I may go to South America. And the second choice is to do something like go back to the Mideast and then, you know, to make a few stops around the Mideast and just go back to Thailand and go back to Southeast Asia, right? The advantage of that is that it's a little bit cheaper, right? I was there before. If I do something like this, it'll be my third time, right, going to Southeast Asia, right? Back and forth, you know, I was there for like even over 1 year, you know. So I've been in Southeast Asia for a long time, right? I like it there. I like Europe as well. You know, I usually like to switch back and forth. Now, the other idea for South America, I have not visited South America. Never seen that. You got Colombia, Brazil, Peru, you know, Argentina there. You know, Colombia is a bit more dangerous. That's the only drawback, you know. You know, I could go there for a little while and maybe hitch ride somewhere else, you know. Peru is not quite as dangerous there. So put your vote on here. Probably there's going to be some people who want to see me go back to Southeast Asia because I've got a few friends over there. So, but the ultimate goal there for this trip there is just to go to all of the countries, right? So I've been to like 65, right? So 60, yeah, something like this, right? So I'm just missing a few for Europe, right? What this means there is I've been to about 45 in Europe, been to some in Africa, Mideast, and then about 20 in Asia, right? Plus United States. So let's go grab some food here. And we could take a little break. So just to make this a little bit more complicated here, I can't stay longer than 90 days in Serbia or EU, right? So now I've got 1 month left in EU, right? So I can't go back there for longer than a month. So I have to leave again. If I do the second backpacking trip, I've got to leave Serbia. Then probably what I'm going to do there is I'm going to come back to Serbia and grab my suitcase, right? And just leave it here like I've done before, right? And then I'll have to go to a different country, to avoid being overstayed, right?